Hi, welcome to Gardenhouse Studio TV. My name is Peggy, and this is my husband Wayne.
Hey, you're just in time for our next DIY video. Come on in.
Today we are working on some, well, I'm going to call them ornaments, wall hangings. You could use them for whatever you want to use them for, but they're going to be a little bit of Christmas decor, and they're going to be in all different sizes. That's why I'm calling them. Some are going to be for the wall, and some are going to be for your Christmas tree. So, believe it or not, we're making them out of shingles. I'm going to show you the one that I made, the two that I've made. So this one is, again, I just put a couple little holes in it and made it so it could be hung. It's a Christmas tree. We're actually stamping these. So, and this is the second one that I've done. And this one actually has some script on it. It's the Holly Jolly stamp, and it says Jolly. So I'm going to show you how I painted these. Basically, I just went ahead and did a little bit of paint on them. Not a lot. I still want the look of the wood, the natural look of the wood. I really love Christmas decor that has a natural wood look. So I left a lot of the wood around the edges. And I guess you could stain it or wax it or do something to kind of really bring out the wood. All of the stamps we're going to be using today are the Holly Jolly stamps. Okay. So I'm using a chalk style paint so that it's super porous and actually doesn't have a lot of gloss on it so that the stamp beads up at all. Okay, and I had my husband drill these little holes in it so that we could put, and either we're going to put wire through them or we can put cord through them, depending on what you want to use them for. Again, I've got a chip brush. They're really uneven. That's exactly what I want. I want a really quick, almost like a dry brush look. And you want to go both ways so that you get a little bit, and that is it. It takes about 2 seconds. I'm going to let that one dry. This is another, again, the cedar shakes are going to come in all different sizes, so you can use all the different stamps. Because some of the stamps, like you saw, the Holly Jolly, the Santa, is huge. And if you feel like you have too much paint on, you can offload some before you do it. Again, really, you can also put script on these. Joy, hope, all the words that are not only awesome for Christmas, but awesome for 2020. Joy, hope. Okay, so I've got paint on that one, paint on this one, and that is exactly what I did for all of them. And as you can see, the paint is going to dry. You can see how it looks so much brighter when it's wet. It's going to dry a lot duller, which is good. I want it to be dull. I don't want it to be super, super bright. So the stamp I'm using is called the Holly Jolly, and it is the Christmas stamp. So it is full of Christmas motifs, I guess I would call them. And this is the only stamp I'm going to be using today. So once I've got my paint dried, I'm going to take my stamp and I'm going to go ahead and cut some of I'm taking a new piece of the thin mounts, and this one doesn't have the grids on it. I don't really need the grids for this project, but I need to see what size. Now, Santa Claus is so big, he wouldn't even fit on this piece of wood. So let me get one that will fit there. I think I'll do the bells. When you get your stamps, they are hard to pull off. And I think I'm going to do these bells in black. And then afterwards, the thin mounts disappear. Afterwards, you can actually color in some of the parts. I'm cutting this thin mount to the size of my stamp so that I have something to hold on to when I'm stamping. So let's stamp We'll stamp this one up with gray and see how that works. Pushing down on this stamp, and let's see how it came out. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so that is on a cedar shingle, and I will put this pretty close to the top because I think I'd really like to put some words. I think I'm going to put joy down the bottom of this one. So I'm going to let this ink dry, and then I also think I may put a little bit of red on these bells to kind of really make them stand out. So that's that one. Okay, I'm going to do this bell again. And it's so easy. The stamp definitely, these are super rough because this is cedar shakes from the side of your house. But the stamp comes out awesome on them. You don't lose any of the design, which is great. I was a little worried when I first made them that I was going to lose the design and all the texture, but you don't. And this one, see, it's a little rough over there in the corner. Doesn't matter. So if you've drilled your little holes in them, you can put wire in them. And I have a tiny little Christmas tree here, so I wouldn't try to put these on my Christmas tree here. But if you have a big Christmas tree, these would look great on your Christmas tree. Oh, I said I was going to show you how to do so this is just a little bit piece of wire. And if you want to have a little bit of an edge, all you do is take the side of your ink pad and what it does is it just frames it in a little bit. I have to do that before I put the wire on. Okay, so I just think stamping on raw wood really has a nice look. Twist your wire around and you've got a little hanger. Great little gift. Let's do the tree. I think I'm going to do the tree on this piece of wood, which actually isn't even painted yet, so we'll see what happens. Let's try it on raw wood. Again, this is you probably can't even see it. It's a clear thin mount. It's the old thin mounts that didn't have the lines on them yet. And now they have them with curved lines. Okay, I pulled my tree off, and of course I want to do this one green, and this will give you an opportunity. Look how big that is. He is even a little too big. He's going to go off the page here, but that's all right. This one says dark green, so let's see how dark we can get it. Okay, that's really pretty. So if you see the other tree I did, I went back and it has all the little ornaments and I painted them. I actually didn't paint them. I actually used the ink and I just colored them in red. I put a little star at the top, but it's kind of invisible, and I think I'm going to put a three-dimensional, like a little wood star at the top, and paint it brass or gold or silver or something so it really stands out. All right, so this one is tiny. This is a little one. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I know, maybe a bunch of these ornaments. These ornaments are really nice. We'll put all of them on one sheet. Let's see how big this, I'm going to cut my thin mount the size of my board actually and fill it all up. That's fun. So I know it'll fit. I tend to cut a lot of these if you want your stamps to always work, you need to make sure the stamps are clean and the whatever you're mounting them to is very clean. Okay, so how many ornaments do we have here? 4. All right, so let's put one big one in kind of a little off center. One big one. Here's a tiny one. You can get a box of these cedar shingles at Home Depot and probably, or any lumber yard, and you probably can make, what, 100 of these?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
At least 100 of these, and it'll cost you about $15 to $20. So there's another one with just little blue ornaments. Okay. So, do you know what we have with these stamps? They come with masks. And I want to go ahead and put this stamp behind the other one. So I'm going to mask over it. When we first got these masks, of course, we got them during COVID. And, people actually thought they were getting a mask. But let's see if, and these things are the hardest things in the world to see. They're clear. Okay, I'm going to put this mask over that ornament. And then I'm going to get that big ornament. I'm going to ink it up. Take these little ones and keep them all piled up there so I clean them all at the same time. And I'm going to ink this one up. And he's going to overlap that one a little bit. So I've masked off the one that I want to be in the front ground. In other words, the one I'm doing now is going to be in the background. Okay.
Thanks for tuning in, Sue.
Oh my gosh. Let's see how that comes out. Here we go. I might have to do some more masks and fill this whole space up. Maybe do some red ones. Okay, so see how it's in the background? You can see this is the foreground and that one is in the background. And we're going to put some bigger ones behind there. Here is what we made. Cedar shake ornaments or wall hangers, door hangers, whatever you want to use them for. Very inexpensive, and we just used scrap wood. Really thin, so they're really light, so you can put them on your Christmas tree, especially these smaller ones, because the cedar is super, super light.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.
And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.